Hello and welcome to the market update here for the Phoenix Land area. It's March 2024. So we'll kind of dive right into some of the numbers here a little bit. Remember now, these numbers I'm giving you here are general average numbers here. Real estate's localized. So, I mean, North Scottsdale numbers are going to be a little bit different than South Chandler as well as East Mesa or even downtown Gilbert. So, you want to be able to, if you're targeting for those areas, you want to be able to talk to your realtor about that and get some very specific numbers. But here's kind of what's going on in the market here, though. These trends and these overall conditions are going to lay out the grounds here for the next 6 to 12 months or so. Inventory is going up. About 16,800 homes are roughly on the market right now. And for the past 4 years, at this point, inventory has been going down. So that's a sign that we're kind of approaching maybe a neutral or some type of a balanced type of market coming up here. We do have some great buyer demand. It's a little bit softer than it was the past couple of years or so. But there's some great incentives out there. You see new home builders are offering a lot of incentives to buying down rates here and in bulk. They're also offering a lot of incentives for buyers to get in there and buy their homes. Sellers on the retail side are doing the same thing here too, in some ways, but they're really kind of just hovering right around the seller concessions that they're giving to the buyer. Prices are staying about the same. I mean, in fact, they're going up. If you look at the cost or the price per square foot that has been sold, about on the average, again, is about $302 per square foot. But what they're listing it for is on the average right now, which is early trending more like the 2022 when we had reached our peaks, is about $390 dollars per square foot, and so which is basically kind of hedging the market. So hey, we're not quite there yet, but we're going to keep our prices high, and it's working because sales are moving up. They're trending up. And at a slower rate here, but they are moving up. The other thing here to got to kind of pay attention to is the number of price cuts or price changes going on in per week, and that's going up. That trend's going up. So that strategy that the sellers are using is working, but it's not as effective as it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we are going into our peak season here, pretty soon here. So we'll kind of see how things start to develop here. But it is looking pretty favorable for buyers. So if you're in the market, you got to get your act together. I'm telling you, just get pre-qualified. Show your financial strength to the seller, and pick out what you want. And I think you might be able to get it. Rates are the rates. I mean, that's your price that you're going to pay on the home. So you may have to look at this in two parts. If the rates do drop down the road and everything else and you're in your home, well, then you can always refinance, and if it makes sense to do it that way. So you got options, folks. Make sure you exercise them, though. The other thing here, too, is seller concessions. Now, the last point I'll kind of make to you guys is they're going down. So even though that the prices are kind of going up a little bit, the sellers are pushing back a little bit. They're giving seller concessions to the buyer's closing cost needs and maybe buying down the rate. But that number is starting to shrink. It went from, I think it was 47% or so last month, and now it's going down to 43%. So again, it's another indication that maybe we're kind of getting an agreement on price here a little bit closer to what's actually kind of going on. But those sellers are still thinking they could get most of the money out of the home, and it's kind of working. But we'll see what happens during the summer here. Stay tuned for that. Just want to give you a quick update, and I hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.